For anybody that hasn't seen it, now it is available. I think it was chapter 150, 150, when the man comes around of Progress. And it is available on demand, of course. I had the vantage point of upstairs in the balcony area, and is a 40-second clip of some of the amazing action that took place between Nick Wayne and Callum Newman. Wow. Does that bring back some good memories for you?
We are so good.
That was just phenomenal. And of course, I mean, the match should have taken place the previous year at Handshakes and Cheeseburgers last September, but Nick was unfortunately injured, suffering a slight injury. When that match couldn't take place because of Nick's injury, how did you feel? I know you were so looking forward to that match, and it was kind of like taken away from you on the day of the show. You must have been pretty gutted that first time round.
Yeah, I was pissed, like real bad, because there was the TNT Weekender, literally, like the day before that, and I did the Thursday show and stayed till Saturday because Joe Lando was doing the GCW show, so I just stayed with him. Then we travelled together to go to Progress, and when I was watching the GCW show, I was speaking to Nick Wayne's mum, and she was saying like how excited he was, and he was like, "Oh, he's purposely going easy this whole weekend just so he's like ready for you." And I was like, "Well, that's cool. Like he's like he wants to go as hard as I want to do, like in this match. It's gonna be insane." And then I watched the match I had with Joey Janela, and I was like, "The match we're gonna have is gonna be insane." I remember going up to Martin, and I went, "I'm sorry, but your show's ruined. Like we're gonna go insane. I'm sorry." And yeah, and then the Sunday came, and he said that he was hurt, and then I think he was in the physio for like 45 minutes, and I was like, "Yeah, this is not looking good." And when I finally got told, I was like, "Oh, this sucks." But then, like when I spoke to him after, and I was like, "Look, I don't want you to like push yourself more and get hurt more because it's just gonna because you go into like Japan like either the week after or a few weeks after," and I was like, "There's no point wrestling me because like we're both young anyway, so we still got like ages to do this again." But I'm very happy that the match didn't happen as well, because I feel like if that Callum had that match, he wouldn't be able to do what Callum now could do. So that way, like as much as I hated it not happening before, I'm quite happy that Biker Shorts Newman could make the match happen.
So what do you think was the difference between the September and was it the February or the March when the match did actually happen? Probably March actually. So what do you think was the difference? Do you think that you were mentally more ready or physically more ready? What do you think was the difference in your mind?
To be honest, I don't know. I think something just clicked because I was trying so long to because Will was like giving me like a kick up the arse here and there, and like nothing was really like sticking, and it was really just annoying me, and I was just kind of like, it got to a point I was like, "Oh, I'm not happy. I don't like it. I don't like the way I'm wrestling. I don't like the way I look. I don't like this. I don't like that." And it got to a point I kind of just felt sorry for myself, and it was just shit basically. And then I think around that time, that's when I spoke to Dan, and he was like, "Let's give it a go." I was like, "All right, well, I think as well, I was kind of like, if I don't look good at this point, then I'm just gonna, kind of get a full-time job and then just do whatever." And then
we're glad that never happened anyway. We're glad that never happened.
Yeah, but I kind of followed what he said, and then it all started working. And I realized, because before I'd train cardio and I'd do like a 10-second sprint on the treadmill, get off, and I'd I'd be like gassed. I couldn't breathe. Now I can run for ages. And I think it was literally a case of like stuff's very, very slowly. I'm like the most impatient person you'll ever meet. And like very slowly stuff started clicking. And I think it was that Nick Wayne match where everything all came together. And it was when I landed the backflip to feet from the German and everything went in slow-mo. And I remember just standing there looking at him and being like, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is me. And I was like, I finally reached that point I've wanted to reach for probably that whole last year. So I've finally, like, I've been clawing at it the whole of like 2022, but now I've got it and now I want more. And then as soon as we started doing everything else and we got to that double down, Tom come over and he's going, let's fucking go, boys. You fucking got this, loudest I've ever fucking, and he's like saying all that kind of stuff. I remember feeling that tiny bit blown. And as soon as I heard him say that, I had like a second wind and all my gas come back and I was ready to go again. And I just wish we had more time. That was the only thing. I just wish we had like way more time.
Incredible. But I mean, that sequence was breathtaking. And like I say, the whole match was amazing.